Okay guys, welcome back. Got another video today. Today we're going to talk about how I fit 3 young boys in the back of my 4runner. Alright, so I didn't want to get a new car just because I have 3 kids. I got 3 young boys, 4, 2, and a newborn. And so fitting them all back there was going to be difficult. But I actually found a way to do it. Let me show you. So I got pretty bulky car seats. They're definitely not the smallest. But one thing I had to get was one of these smaller car seats here. This is a Diano RXT car seat. It's a little pricey, but you can kind of see why. It's because it's really compact, and also doesn't have the large cup holders like these guys right here, these armrests. And what that ultimately allows you to do is actually fit the infant car seat into the middle here. You know, you can just basically just ride it over and inside. It actually fits pretty well. Obviously not ideal, but it's better than buying another car, and I didn't want to get rid of my 4runner. One thing that you have to do in the 4runner is also you have to use the seat belt in the middle, because, well, there's no way to anchor it in the back, and I'll kind of show you how these are anchored in the back. It's just using the existing tie downs, and every single one is installed with a seat belt because my 99 doesn't actually have a latch system yet. Those I think were introduced in 2000 and above in all cars. So this actually works out pretty well. I mean, you can see this thing doesn't move very much. I mean, this thing is rock solid here. This one's rock solid as well, and they all fit pretty nicely. So that's a Graco all-in-one forever. It's a pretty large car seat. This middle one is actually a Graco 35 infant car seat carrier. And you know, it's a pretty tight fit back here. I mean, the outer side of the car seat actually hits that armrest, and then on this side it actually overlaps just a little bit, but it actually doesn't get in the way of my 2-year-old. One thing is, it actually fits with this little adjustment cushion that comes with the Diano. If you actually take it off, you'll actually have a lot more room, and you also can actually take out the car seat with the child inside still, which is really nice as well. I've got a little cargo system in here, so you can't see the anchors, but you know, they go a little diagonal, but you know, it's not an issue because the car seats actually pass the safety crash test without the back attached, so that's just an extra thing. Same with this side as well. And the 4runners only come with anchors on the corners, and then, like I mentioned, the middle infant carrier actually uses just the seat belt. Alright, so here's the car seat. It's Snug Ride Click Connect 35, as you can see. And the main issue is, notice how wide it is, and this piece right here on either side actually hits the armrest or the cup holder on most of the car seats. But fortunately, with the Diano RXT Radeon, it doesn't actually have a cup holder. Well, you can take this out and see how there's no armrest here. It makes it possible for it to still fit. So let me show you. So I'm going to do this with one hand. Normally you would have two, you know, so you don't drop the baby. And you can just go in sideways. Bring it back, and you'll see that it snaps in place. And you know, obviously you can adjust it. Give me 1 second. And there you go. And there you go. You've got 3 kids in the back. So, and then you can load this child in, or like I mentioned, if you're not using this and your child's maybe older than 2, And most likely they won't need this anymore. I mean, the only reason we put this in is so that he can see out the window, but it's not needed. But you actually can take the car seat out with the child in here still. I've actually done it with this cushion, like I mentioned. There's no way to get this car seat out the other side because of those armrests. So this is the only way. So you can load one child on that side, load the middle child, and then load this child. And then you'll have 3 kids in the back. And they'll be nice and happy in here. Once my infant gets larger, maybe in California it's actually required to rear face them until they're actually 2. But you actually can fit another one of these Dianos in the middle. And what a lot of people actually do is they buy 3 of these and they put them side by side. But my 4-year-old will probably be in a booster by that time, so I probably won't even need to get another one of these. Or maybe I will still, but so that's a quick way to, save yourself from buying a new car, because I didn't want to buy a new car, or I didn't want to buy a van, that's for sure, or a Yukon or anything like that. It's too large. This will allow me to still use my 4runner, and we can still go adventuring, and we still have all the room that we had before. I mean, all the leg room is still here, and the kids totally like riding in the 4runner. If you want to get yourself one of these car seats, these things are actually really useful. I'll have a link in the description for you guys on where you can get it. They're usually about $200 on sale, and they basically come with everything you need. And this thing actually folds as well, so that you can transport it easier. These things are actually, a lot of people like them because they can bring them on the airplane with them. But I've used them here so that I can save some space, so I can fit this base. Like I mentioned, you'll need this seatbelt base as well. You can't use the latch base on this car. But this should apply to other cars as well, not just my 4runner. If you guys are having problems trying to fit 3 car seats in the back, I would definitely recommend getting one of these Diano car seats. Alright guys, thanks again, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. Bye.